Hey guys, it's PM Mathis, and I'm sorry I'm coming to you so late. But I have had a lot going on this weekend, so my series I still wanted to get it out. I know it's actually the next day, but I know that you will forgive me. And I'm starting with my Are You Getting Head series. And that, I know it's might be a little bit risque to use the title, but it actually just means are you getting helpful education that you can apply daily? And so I'm going to be taking some, I, read the scriptures and then I kind of give my commentary on it. And I hope that this is beneficial. So, what I'm going to do, I'm starting with Mark 1, and I'm going to give you a little background. This this book of scriptures, this chapter, is actually talking about Jesus, his predecessor coming before him, which we understand is John, who kind of foretold who that there would be a Messiah coming, a greater one than he. So we understand that John was that crazy, guy that, ate the bugs and drank the, the honey and ate the locusts. And that John, his clothing was made out of camel hair and he wore a belt around his waist, and so people just kind of looked at him as one of those far-fetched, what I'm saying, gospel preachers. But we understand that John in his own right announced our the greatest savior that we could ever have. And so we are very grateful to John to be that voice that came before Jesus. And so I just call this little my commentary just one act of kindness. As we look to the Messiah as the example of kindness, we witness the loneliness of his journey. In the very moment he healed the leper in the gospel according to Mark, his very existence was no longer tolerated because jealousy is the sad part of one that will expose another. Jesus' objective was to make us fishers of men. And so let's read verse number 17, which says, "Come follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of men." Which all of us who believe are asked to become that fisher of men. No, God will not force you into serving him, but does not but do you not love but does not you loving him require this of you? It's just a question, not a directive. I understand that each journey comes with its own set of hiccups, but the clarity of following Christ is one that we lay down our cross and pick up Jesus in order to successfully follow him. Is it not understood that Jesus came to serve and not to be served? In his serving, he always taught with authority. And we remember that because even in his madness, when he turned over those the temple tables, but he did it out of love in order to get people to understand the value of the temple and who God was. Now he always taught with authority, not restating the law. Let's look at verse 22. The people were amazed at his teaching because he taught them as one who had authority, not as a teacher of the law. See, Jesus came with love. He came with understanding. He came with forgiveness. And sometimes as Christians, we don't always display that because people just see us as those people who are critical of others and that we have no love. But that's not who Christ taught us to be. His example taught us to love, to appreciate, to give to others what we wanted. Um, he first loved us so he could show us how to love others. And sometimes when we throw stones at other people, that has nothing to do with that one act of kindness, which we understand is what Jesus did on that cross. Because we ultimately all know the law, yet following it can become a bit challenging at times. So I say, thank you, God, for grace that Christ gave when he gave up his life. So, guys, like I said, this is just a quick message on some. I'm reading, the word and just a little bit of what I picked up on from the word. Now, I hope that you enjoy this little bit of head knowledge, this little bit of heart knowledge, and that you will continue to, follow your girl, support your girl, subscribe to my YouTube page. And I am under I almost said my PM Mathis, because that's how you guys know me, I'm sure, as your local independent author. But I am under YouTube at Pamela Mathis. So, guys, how about you just, give me a subscriber support. Let me know how you feel about this Are You Getting Head series, because I think it's valuable information. So, I want you to be blessed and have a great evening.